What is up, YouTube? Tiffy Stacy here, back with another video, and this video is actually going to be about things you should know before using Curlformers. I wish I would have known these things before I used them because I had to learn from trial and error, but I'm looking out for all of you guys out there, so I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, here we go. Okay, so tip number 1 is to make sure you have a water bottle to make sure your hair is sloppy, dripping, wet. Now you will see in a video, as you can see right now, I make sure my hair is super wet because it helps with basically pulling the curl through the actual curl former, and it just helps have a much smoother look once your hair actually dries. Tip number 2 is actually make sure you use as much smoothing product as possible, and that is what I did. I used the Nourish Spa conditioner, which you can see right here, my favorite thing to leave in my hair. And I also used this Condition and Sculpt. This is actually the first time I've used it with the Curlformers, so I'm going to actually see if this works for my hair, but this just helps with holding my hair. And lastly, or actually this was the second to last product I used, was the Tight Hold Talia Wajid gel. And I also used my shea butter mixture, and I actually don't know, oh, it's right here. It's my shea butter mixture right here, and I did all of that and then I smoothed it on my hair. Okay, so tip number 3 is to do not do the pull push maneuver if you have hair that's jammed in the curl former and you're trying to pull it through, because this creates what you will see in a second. As you can see, I have ruined a curl former because I actually had to cut it open with a pair of scissors because it got caught. So don't do this, or don't try this at home, actually I should say. Now tip number 4 is actually kind of piggybacking off of tip number 3, and tip number 4 is to don't try to jam too much hair into the curl former. You know, you need a pretty good thick amount. You don't want it too thin, because if you have it too thin it'll slip off, as you can see in the video. You want it just thick enough so it doesn't, so it holds, the curl former actually holds onto the hair. So make sure you do that. Alright, so tip number 5 is actually piggybacking off of tip number 3, and what I was going to say about these is that they're very delicate. They're made out of this mesh material and they look strong, like they can endure a lot, but they can't, especially if you get this hook part caught in the actual mesh material. You end up ripping it, and yeah, you end up kind of wasting a little bit of money, and you have one less curl former that you can use out of your pack of 40. So just be delicate with them and know that I don't want you guys cutting your curl formers with a pair of scissors like I had to do, which I'm going to show you this video again. And yeah, so be careful and treat them nicely. Now I'm going to give one last tip. Give yourself time to actually put the curl formers in. I spent an hour and a half today working on the curl formers, or putting the curl formers in I should say, and it took me an hour and a half. The first time it took me an hour, and I think it only took me an hour and a half because I was doing this video for all of you out there. But just give yourself enough time, and they won't dry. Oh, they won't dry within a couple hours. You have to at least let them dry over a course of a day. So I mean, you can accelerate it with a dryer, but I mean, that's up to you. You can also sleep in them. I haven't slept in them just yet. I'll probably sleep in them tonight, so we'll see. And tomorrow I'll actually post a video of my results, since I couldn't do it with this video today. So look forward to that. As always, hit me up on Twitter at Tiffy Stacy, and also like me on Facebook, and also comment and subscribe, as I always say. So stay tuned for another video next week, and I'll be back, as I always say. Alright, see you guys later.